Now we are discussing about the critical velocity. Symbol was VC. Critical velocity. Okay, it is the maximum velocity. It is the maximum velocity of fluid in a tube for which the flow remains streamlined. The flow remains streamlined. Okay, there are two types of flows we are observing. One is streamlined flow, another one is turbulent flow. Streamlined, another name is also laminar. Okay, laminar flow or streamlined flow. Another one is turbulent flow. Okay, so here the critical velocity is related to the maximum velocity of the fluid in a tube for which the flow should be streamlined is called critical velocity. Okay, so critical velocity depending on some factors. Critical velocity is always directly proportional to the coefficient of viscosity of the fluid. Okay, depends on nature of the fluid, and it is inversely proportional to the density of the fluid and also inversely proportional to the diameter of the tube. I consider one tube, within that the body will be flows. So diameter of that tube in which the fluid will be flows. So we see depending on coefficient of viscosity and inversely proportional to the density and inversely proportional to the diameter of the tube. If you combine all these three, then we see directly proportional to the eta by rho d, Vc is equal to some Re eta by rho d. This is the formula for the critical velocity. Here we have Re now. Re is named as Reynolds number. In recent NEET examinations only asking, what is Re? Re is the Reynolds number. Number indicates that it has no units and its dimensional formula is just m power 0, L power 0, T power 0. Because it's a number does not have any units and dimensions. Okay. Now, basing on the value of the Reynolds number, we can say the flow is streamlined or turbulent. If Re less than 1000, then flow is streamlined. If Re greater than 2000, flow is turbulent. So in between 1000 and 2000, what happens? From 1000 and 2000, in between those two, the fluid is switches from streamlined to the turbulent. To convert the liquid from streamlined to turbulent, this Reynolds number will be using in between 1000 to the 2000. Okay, if you saw dam, water dam, one side water is always streamlined. If the gates are open, then the entire water come this side and flow like turbulent now. So that dam, one side is streamlined, another one is turbulent. In this similar way, Reynolds number less than 1000 is always streamlined, more than 2000 is always turbulent. So 1000 to 2000, it is switches from the streamlined to the turbulent. Okay, if the flow is, what is the value of the flow if they ask, then the values of critical velocity, density and diameter and coefficient of viscosity substitute. If the value coming less than 1000, the flow may be streamlined. If it is getting more than 2000, the flow is turbulent. Clear? This is about critical velocity and Reynolds number. Okay. Now, the last topic in this chapter is Poisson equation. In the PU, we didn't have any explanation related to the Poisson equation. They provide direct relation. Okay. So how the relation coming is not present in the PU. Okay, it is not related to the PU level. Okay, in this, what he considered? He considered one tube whose length is L is placed inside a liquid of viscosity eta. Eta is the coefficient of viscosity. The ends of the pipe has pressures P1 and P2. Okay. Next, the radius of the tube is taken as R. Then he said rate of flow of fluid. What he said? Rate of flow of fluid. It is indicated by V by T. Volume by time. Volume rate of flow of fluid. Okay. I am using a symbol called Q. It has one formula pi p r power 4 by 8 eta L. 8 eta L. So here P is nothing but pressure difference between the two ends. The pressure difference is P1 minus P2. I think we know the fluid is always flows from higher pressure region to the lower pressure region. If the fluid comes in this direction means here pressure is more, here pressure is less. If this is more than this one, the fluid will be moving in this direction. If the P1 is equal to P2, there is no flow of fluid. It will be always at rest. Understand? So if the fluid come outside indicates here pressure is more, here pressure is less. Suppose you have a tap now. If the tap is open, the liquid flow coming in downward direction means inside the tap pressure is more compared with the outside. Then only the fluid will become outside. Clear? So this is the pressure difference. And eta be the viscosity, coefficient of viscosity of that particular fluid. L is the length of the fluid and R is the radius of the tube. L is the length of the tube and R is the radius of the tube. Now, this formula I would like to compare with the Ohm's law. We know the formula for the Ohm's law. V is equal to IR na. From that, I is equal to V by R. Similarly, Q is equal to P by 8 eta L by pi R power 4. Comparison is most important. Analogy, if you made it, numericals becomes very easy to you. So here, instead of I means rate of flow of charge, rate of flow of fluid. Rate of flow of charge, rate of flow of fluid. V, potential difference. P, pressure difference. Potential difference is analogous to the pressure difference. So, instead of R, what we have? 8 eta L by pi R power 4. So, R is called as resistance of fluid. What is the value of resistance of fluid? 8 eta L by pi R power 4. So, this formula can be written as P by R. Understand? Here what is P? Pressure difference between the two ends of the tube and R is resistance of the fluid. That is equal to 8 eta L by pi R power 4. Understand? Now, if you take combination of these capillary tubes, how they changes? Let us discuss. Please copy this one. Now let us see the combination of the capillary tubes. In that, the first combination was series combination. Okay, in series combination, let us take two capillary tubes This is the first capillary tube and this is the second capillary tube. Okay. This length is taken as some L1 and this length is taken as L2 and radius this is R2 and this is R1. Okay. Pressure at this end is taken as P1 and here P0 and here P2. Understand now? Series combination means end to end. That's why two capillary tubes I took and they are connected end to end. Clear? In series combination, we know in second year about Ohm's law. In series combination, generally current remains constant. Na? Here, current is analogous to the Q. Na? So, what is the meaning of Q? Rate of flow of fluid means Q remains constant during the process of series combination. So how much of fluid enters, that much of fluid will be leaves from the second capillary tube or third capillary tube. It is not applicable only for two, maybe three or four. Clear? Next, which one is changes? Pressure difference across each capillary tube varies. So what is the pressure difference across the first capillary tube? P1 minus P0. And what is the pressure difference across the second capillary tube? P0 minus P2. Then the fluid will move in this direction. Okay, pressure difference only changes but Q remains constant. So what is the formula for pressure difference from this one? Q into R1 na. So here it is Q into R1 and here Q into R2. Clear? Now, if they ask the ratio of the pressure difference, then P1 minus P0 by P0 minus P2 is equal to QQ cancel na? R1 by R2. If they given the resistance of the fluid, directly substitute. Otherwise, if they given the lengths and radiuses, then we have the formula for R. What is the formula for R? 8 eta L by pi R power 4 na? On that, fluid nature does not changes. So, 8 eta by pi constant, then instead of R1, L1 by R1 power 4 by R2, R2 power 4 by L2. That indicates L1 by L2 into R2 by R1 whole power 4. This is the formula for the pressure difference, ratios of the pressure difference across the two capillary tubes. Understand? Next, we know another relation, the effective resistance in the series combination. If they ask effective resistance in the series combination, in series we know R1 plus R2. So in this 8 eta by pi is common na. So 8 eta by pi common. L1 by R1 power 4 plus L2 by R2 power 4. So depending on the given question, just you can use these formulas. Understand? So this is the pressure difference across the first capillary tube. This is pressure difference across second capillary tube. If they ask ratios of the pressure differences, then L1 by L2 into R2 by R1 whole power 4. And effective resistance we know in series combination is R1 plus R2. From this formula, 8 eta by pi is common. L1 by R1 power 4 plus L2 by R2 power 4. Always keep in mind, in series combination, the rate of flow of fluid always remains constant and only pressure difference across the each capillary tube is varies. This is about series combination. Okay? Copy it. Now the second one is parallel combination. Okay, in parallel combination, generally we know in parallel combination potential difference is always remains same. It is analogous to pressure difference here. Hence, in parallel combination, we know the pressure difference across each capillary tube remains the same. And which one is changes here? Here P constant na, so R changes, Q changes. What is meant by Q? Q indicates that rate of flow. Rate of flow across each tube is varies. So let us consider a diagram here. I am considering one capillary tube like this, another capillary tube like this. What he said, the pressure difference across each capillary tube remains same. Means here it is taken as P1, if it is taken as P2, then pressure difference is same. Means P1 minus P2 is same here. Next, here see, this is the radius R1 and this is the radius R2. Radius changes and I consider lengths of both capillary tubes remains same. If the lengths are different, you may take as L1 and L2, no issue. Then what is the formula for the R1 and R2? R1 value 8 eta L by pi R1 power 4 and R2 value 8 eta L by pi R2 power 4. And which one changes here? Rate of flow is changes now. So here the rate of flow is Q1 and here the rate of flow is Q2. Okay, then total volume flowing per second. What is the value of total volume flowing per second? Volume, total volume. Here Q1 is going, it is Q2 is going, so total volume nothing but Q1 plus Q2. Here total value how much? Q1 plus Q2. And finally, what is the formula for effective resistance in parallel combination? In parallel combination, effective resistance is 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Here R1 I know and R2 also I know. If you substitute, you can get the effective resistance. Okay, this is about the parallel combination of the capillary tubes. So in the parallel combination, in generally, pressure difference across the each capillary tube is remains the same, but volume rate of flow will be varies. So Q1 and Q2 here, total volume flow is Q1 plus Q2, pressure difference P1 minus P2 is same, and we know the value of the resistance of the fluid. From that, in parallel combination, effective resistance value is 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Clear now? This is about the viscosity. Please copy the information. Thank you.